Hello, hello, hello. Apparently, we are live. How are you today? I am Michelle. I'm in Pueblo, Colorado, and it's a nice day for December. It's actually going to be in the 70s today in Colorado. Shocking. But, Wednesday, no, by Friday, we're expecting snow down here. So it's not going to last for long, but I'm enjoying it while I have the opportunity for sure. I love it when we have warmer days. I like the snow too, but I just don't like it to hang around for a long time. So, you know. Anyways, I am Harmony Stamps with Michelle. That's my channel, and that is what we do. I'm gonna have our weekly card class using the Modern Garden bundle, and there's a suite involved with that, which includes different papers and stuff, which is pretty fun. But we are going to be doing that card class today. If you are ever wondering, how do I do card classes with Michelle, and you haven't got my schedule down, well, first of all, I do my live class every Wednesday here on Facebook and YouTube, depending on which one you're on. Shout out, give me a little wave, a little hi. Be more than happy to communicate with you, either through the camera or, in text afterwards. All works great. But I also have a link in my description as well to my email list, which is a subscription that you'll get at least one email a week that'll have at least one free PDF showing you how to make a specific card. Um, and then there might be another one or two depending on the things that are going on that week for sure. There's sales that happen, like they just refreshed the clearance rack yesterday. So if you don't know that, you should probably go check out the clearance rack. It got refreshed. So the what's left of the in colors that retired is available. So there's some card stock, there's some ink pads, there's some ribbons and stuff like that, including the polished pink, which I love the polished pink, and the evergreen, evening evergreen, love that too. So if you missed out on those because you didn't know about Stampin' Up! And you seen stuff with that and you love it, well, go get what you can get right now because the clearance rack is obviously while supplies last, and it is refreshed and ready to go. In addition to that, we do have a last chance sale going on. And these are the types of things that I would be sending you an email about, just making sure that you knew that you didn't miss out on those sales if you didn't want to, for sure. And so the last chance sale will be going on through the 3rd of January. And then on the 4th of January, all of the products that hadn't sold out already will be gone. The ones that are retiring specifically will be gone. And they may make an appearance in a future clearance rack refresh. Probably will, the ones that are still left. But we tend to sell down quite a lot of them. And given that they were already limiting the amount of inventory that they were purchasing during this catalog period, I imagine that a lot of it is going to get close to selling out. So far, we've definitely seen some things go, but not as much as I've seen in past years at this stage already. But you have from now until, like I said, January 3rd to make those purchases on the clearance rack. Some of those are not clearance rack, but the last chance sale. Some of those are a discount up to 60% off, and some are not discounted at all. So you can make your choice that way. I've actually seen a clearance rack refresh that had product that was not actually discounted at all. Just here it is. There's what we got left. Make your purchases. So most of the time, while it is discounted when it goes onto the clearance rack, it's not a guarantee that that's going to be the way it is. So, if it's something you want, I would get it while you can, for sure. Certainly, there's a few things on there I've plucked up too, for sure, because I love that polished pink. Let's be honest. I definitely love that polished pink, and getting it at a better, rate is even better. You know, that's one of the reasons I became a demo, is so that I could get that extra discount. And if that's something you want and you want the ability to get your hands on your product, then talk to me, because it's not difficult to do. There's an amazing join special starting next month, but If you need your hands on the product now, now's the month to join, and it's only $99 plus tax. Shipping is free, so pretty awesome. And right now we can order anything out of the new catalog. We've already seen it. We already have it in our hands, which is pretty awesome. So how does my class work? So every Wednesday, I present you with 3 cards or 3 projects. So last week it was 3 gift card tags. Yeah, those were fun. And this week it's going to be cards again. And so I'm going to show you how to make each one of the cards on our videos. But you can get all of the supplies to make 2 each of those 3 cards, plus a PDF with all of the instructions, including what to cut. So if you want to make more on your own, you have all the instructions. You have all of the cutting measurements, everything you need to create these yourself. If you don't happen to have the bundle we're using, you can choose something else that you think works with it as well. You can use that PDF as inspiration for future stamp sets that come out. I mean, literally, I got this design from Karen Titus as far as the layout of the card went, and I chose to use this and did these for swaps when I was in Vegas in August, and I really, really liked how these came out. And I've been holding on to this one because I knew that in December I wasn't going to have Christmassy things because chances of things selling out is higher at this point. Plus, so many people are already done with the card making for Christmas. So I just wanted to show some other fun things. So we're doing birthday cards today using the Modern Garden. So I'm going to bring that up. Oh, wait, let me finish explaining. So all you need to do if you want to get those make and takes is make a $35 purchase on my storefront with the host code that's scrolling across the base. It's also in the description, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. The information is there. There's a link. It'll take you right to my website. Put in that $35 order before shipping and taxes, and make sure I can see your contact information so that I can get it out to you. I'll have an address to be able to ship it to, and I will ship it out within a week of the end of the class. So, I'll have it shipped out by a week from today. Yeah, so a week from Wednesday, which happens to be the 13th, but it'll probably be sooner than that, but I'll definitely have it shipped out by then. And then if you don't want this class, but you want the next one, then, next week I'm doing something with the Magical Meadow Suite. And it's actually I'm using embossing. I just started embossing, and I have to admit I'm a bit addicted already. But I'll be doing my first embossing on camera with you guys. But it's some gorgeous paper, and I love the fact that it is going to be continuing. But the Modern Garden paper is still available. Yay! And it does have a Christmas sheet in it too, but we're not going to do that card today. All right, let's open up that camera. And of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. Change my layout and make that bigger. There we go. So this is the stamp set that goes with the Modern Garden. It has the oval punch. We're not using the punch today. We are using this sentiment and a couple of flowers and some leaves from this set today. So we're also going to be using these Stampin' Blends. So Mossy Meadow, Crumb Cake, and Moody Mauve. We're going to be using our Garden Green and Poppy Parade inks. And the first card we're doing is on the Garden Green cardstock with Poppy Parade as a matte layer with white, and then this Designer Series paper, which is cut 3x3. So this paper is actually 6x6 originally, and I cut it down to 3x3. So I cut it in half one way and then in half the other way again. And then I'm going to divide this into 3 1-inch sections, and that's going to go on the card. It's pretty easy, which is one of the reasons I really loved this layout when I got the opportunity. So that's there. Let's go ahead and get our paper trimmer out. And I'm going to set this aside here, and I'm going to cut it 1 inch by 3 inch. So I'm using this one on this side to tell me that to measure out that 1 inch. Just because when you're only doing 1 inch, it's a little bit easier doing it that way. And there we go. That's pretty simple. We're going to need it again, so we're just going to set it down right there. And then I'm going to get this little piece of paper. It's basic white, and I'm going to use my adhesive. So I want to make sure I have this so that it is going to be done correctly. And I'm going to do the bottom and the top first. So I'm going to put some seal on the back. There we go. I hate it when it doesn't stay running. There we go. And I'm just going to make sure I have an even distance approximately on those 3 sides there. Then I'm going to put some adhesive on the top. And I'm going to flip it around. And again, this is the way this is cut. So I'm putting it on exactly the way it is. You don't have to, but I tend to like it that way. All right. And then we're going to do this one down here, leaving us space to stamp our sentiment and apply our embellishment. So I'm going to flip it back around again and make sure the paper is flipped, giving it a gap that's approximately the same size as the spacing on the sides. And there we go. Not too shabby. And then we are going to, in the garden green, stamp "It's Your Birthday." We're going to do it right there. Just like that. And we are going to need a different ink color for the next round. So I'm going to get my Stampin' Scrub and clean my stamp. And yes, this is clean. I actually just rinsed it out really good again today. All right, now I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this and apply it to my Poppy Parade layer. And I chose colors that were in the paper for complementing colors for this. And at this point, it doesn't matter that I put it on upside down. But the next one is going to go on to the cardstock itself. So that one I'm going to want to make sure I have right. So I'm going to set it aside a minute because I need to fold up and burnish my edge. I'm going to get my bone folder out and give it a nice crease. All right, I'm going to open it this way, make sure I have it opening right, and then I'm going to look at it, make sure I have it in the right direction, and I do. And then I'm just going to give it a nice little line up here and set it down. When I like it, I press it. So our interior, I'm going to just use, now I haven't used these yet, so I do want to use some basic printing paper. I'm using both the Poppy Parade and the Garden Green. See, I'm going to do this solid layer, and I'm just going to start by doing it on this paper because when you've never used it before, you do need to get that first good clean application. I'm going to do the same thing with this. Let's see what it looks like without. All right, that's not too bad. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing with our leaves since I haven't used that yet. Stamp it a couple times just to get it going. All right, I think I'm happy with that. So I'm going to stamp it in the Poppy Parade. It's a little sticky, and then I'm going to stamp it off. And then I'm going to place it right here in the corner, so it's nice and light. And then I'm going to stamp the pattern bit in full strength. I'm going to kind of line it up with the edges like that. Pretty, pretty. And then I'm going to get my stem out and place it down here. And there you go. That's a good little inside. All right. Put our adhesive on. Get our card. Place it in the center. If you want another sentiment in there, you can certainly do that. Or if you want different design in there, you certainly can do that as well. And so there's our first card. Oh, not yet. We have one more thing to do. So the ones that I used originally have sold out. They're the adhesive back speckled dots. And so they came in 4 with copper clay. I think this was crumb cake, moody mauve, and mossy meadow. So since those are sold out, I got the iridescent basic pearls, and I used my blends. I used the dark blends just because I really felt those were a closer match. And I used the brush tip to add color to these iridescent pearls. That way we still have that kind of shiny stuff. And the alcohol markers actually are going to be a lot more permanent than the Stampin' Write markers for this, which is why I chose to use those. And let's see, on this one I did Mossy Meadow, so we're going to grab that one up and just put it right there as a little accent. I'm happy. When I'm happy with it, I want to press it down so it stays. There we go. So you can tell it's a slightly different size, but otherwise it actually looks pretty good. All right, that is our first card done. Yay! I'm gonna, I guess, tempt fate a little bit up here. I'm gonna put this aside for the moment because I need to get my trimmer back out. So this is our second card. It's using Petal Pink and Calypso Coral. And I'm going to use this bit of 3x3 paper. So once again, I'm going to get the trimmer out. And yep, I'm going to cut it on the 1 inch 3 times. Well, 2 cuts, giving me 3 strips. So I've got my pre-order coming in tomorrow. I'm very excited for that. I'm going to have so much fun unpacking and making sure everything is exactly as I wanted it. And one of the items I'm going to be playing with is going to change how you see my desk. Oh, okay. That would be. There we go. That makes more sense. All right. Up in the top, even on all sides. Rest it down. I'm going to pull just a little bit down. There we go. Use my seal again and get my bottom bits. You know, don't worry if you're not exact. I'm never exact. Most people aren't even going to be aware. And if you're really, really bad, just do it on purpose. No, I meant to do that. That's giving it character. See, I almost put it on wrong. So I just made sure I'm matching up my layers better. There we go. Alrighty, and then we're gonna do happy birthday, or it's your birthday, sorry, in Poppy Parade. Right about there. Yay. And, oh, no, there it is. I'm gonna put my stamp and seal on my basic white, and then attach it to my Calypso coral layer. And again, the PDF will have all of the instructions for you. But I need to get my cardstock layer and give it a nice fold and a crease with my bone folder. I'm hoping with the new thing that I have coming that things will be a little less chaotic here on my desk space as I'm doing things, and things won't get quite as lost, but we'll see. Crafting is definitely a little chaotic at best, so all right, there is that. Let's go ahead and put it looks like I used copper clay. No, I used the crumb cake one on this one, so let me grab that up. Come along there, buddy. There we go. Right there. And then I'm just going to do the same flower on the inside piece. So I need this back. And I'm going to ink up the background stamp for the flower. Stamp it off because I don't want full strength. Lace it down. And then this one I do want full strength. And kind of line it up-ish. There we go. Nice. And then our stem and leaves on the base. We'll put it about there, I guess. There we go. Nice. Get this out of the way again and put some adhesive down on the back of that. Let me know what you think of these cards. These are really, again, fast and easy. If you got a bunch of birthdays to get out, I mean, I like to just have them hanging out and ready to go. So if somebody, find out somebody's having a birthday, I've already got a card ready. I just need to open it up and write something down. Sometimes I need to stamp a little sentiment on it. But this is that card all done. Yay! And then our final card, this one I did as a wedding card. Best wishes for a fun-filled future together. It's always good to have some of those hanging out too. I really loved the colors in this designer series paper. So I used the Calypso Coral and then the Petal Pink. So I reversed the colors on it. But we're going to do It's Your Birthday today on the card we're making today. So once again, I have my 3x3 block of designer series paper. And I'm going to cut it in 3 equal strips of 1 inch each. Fairly easy to do. And again, like I said, Karen Titus is the one that I learned this layout from, and I just decided I wanted to use this paper for it. That's going to be the bottom, which makes that one, and this one the top, in that direction. I did a couple of them when I first made them where they weren't the same paper or they went in slightly different directions. And really, unless you're spending a lot of time looking at it, you don't know. So you can be very picky like me, or you can just, play it loose and not worry about it. Because most people, like I said, are never going to know if you don't have it in the right order, or if you've got 3 strips from 3 different sections of the 6x6 paper, which happens sometimes too. All right, and then the last little strip. Nice, nice, nice. So again, in that poppy parade, we're going to stamp. It's your birthday. And then I'm going to use the Moody Mauve colored iridescent pearl basic jewel. Uh-oh. Or I'm going to make another one. That was fun. All right, so now you get to see me do it totally. So I'm just holding it up so I can see, and I start at the base of the gem, and I'm using the brush end of the Stampin' Blend marker. I'm just getting a nice color around it. I'm going to go underneath with my Take Your Pick tool and set it right there. Make sure I like its placement, and I do. And we'll put these aside, and eventually I'll find that other one and go, oh yeah, there it went. All right, and then I'm going to place this on my petal pink layer. And then I'm going to fold my card space. This is just your basic size card base. And again, this is the Calypso Coral cardstock with the petal pink. Got it going the right direction. So now I need to put my card front on. Just like that. And then we'll make our lovely little flower for the inside of this one. Same way we did the others. Get some ink on it, stamp it off, and then place it right there. And if you prefer the other corner, go for the other corner. If you want a little more, do what makes you happy. Whoops. And see, that is one of the things I'm wanting to enjoy not having as much problem with after I get this new toy. I'm really excited for that. Uh-oh. There it's frozen. Now it's not. All right. Lining up. Or trying to anyways. Hard to see at the moment. There we go. Beautiful. Nice, nice. And then we'll get our garden green stem going. Just like that. And that puts us done with the inks. So let's close them up so we don't have any boo-boos. Boo-boos are not fun. Then we're going to put some adhesive on this guy and place him on the inside of this card. Just like that. And so then there is our final one. And let's get our other cards back with us. Those are the 3 cards we made today. What do you think? I think I got a good start on my birthday cards for this coming year. That's what I think. Although I do know some people in December that still have birthdays, so it might be one of their cards. We'll see. But I do like adding the best wishes for a fun-filled future together for a nice wedding card. Although if I were doing a full-on wedding card, I'd probably make it a little bit fancier than this one. But that's just me. Special occasions, I try to make extra fancy. And while some people get married more than once, they're not doing it every year like you do have a birthday. So there's that. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed our class today. Hopefully you're going to want this card kit, the Make and Takes, to make all 6 of these cards, 3 designs. And to do that, you just need to make that $35 purchase or more using the host code. And then make sure I can have your contact information, and I will get that out to you by next Tuesday. And then on Sunday, we're going to be doing another class using this suite, probably the paper, and maybe I'll find the embellishments that go with this suite. I'm sure I've got them if they haven't sold out. I know there's a few things that have sold out, but I'm not sure. I don't remember, besides the ribbon, which I haven't used yet for this suite. I know that's definitely not sold out. It's Calypso coral ribbon, so maybe we'll do something with that. We'll have to see. I haven't figured it out yet, but we're going to do something special with this. Maybe we'll make a really special wedding card. Maybe. All right. Well, hopefully you're having a great day and continue to have a great evening. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday with more cards, but chances are you'll be seeing me before then with some new product because that's one of the things I love about being a demo is I get my hands on product early. And so, tomorrow's going to be a happy day. Have a fantastic day. I'm Michelle with Harmony Stamps. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you from Pueblo.